My name is Marc Vaillancourt, and I serve as the Chief Executive Officer for the Center for Alumni Relations and Advancement here at South Dakota Mines. I've been in this role for about a year, but I've been in leadership positions and frontline fundraising roles for the last 20 years. I have experienced Benefactor's work on two sides. One, Benefactor was the recruiting firm that helped get me here to South Dakota Mines. So I was able to work with your executive search function and one of your colleagues, Adam Fazio. And I will say that was, from beginning to end, that experience was an amazing experience for me. On the CARA side, on the Center for Alumni Relations and Advancement side, Benefactor has been a partner with us since we launched this ambitious New Heights capital campaign. And they were part of the feasibility study and then have been a campaign counsel since July 2020. My interaction with that side of the equation has only been for the last year, and I have grown to depend and to lean on the counsel that Laura has provided, that Brian has provided, and then the key other partners throughout the year that have been brought in. But I would say that Benefactor has the pulse of the industry. Benefactor and the team that you all have are really subject matter expert, have experienced, pretty much all of the things that we've gone through as an organization during this campaign, the highs, the lows, and the pivot, and how do we, and that is a refreshing thing to know, that in your corner is a team of experts who, over the course of the 5 years, have become friends. And understand who we are and the nuances of how we need to take a best practice and deploy it here in the context of our university. And Benefactor understands that and is not just saying, this worked at University X over there, and if you do it exactly the same, it'll work for you. No, it's guiding us through the nuances of that. And then they're really good at then distilling all of these ideas and maybe pointing a couple things that might be the right thing to move forward on. And so I have, in the last year, leaned on Laura and Brian and a few others to really help us advance the mission and more importantly, deliver on the campaign. And we're at $96 million, at the end of the 5 years. And that's in part because of the partnership we have with Benefactor. Because Benefactor was the campaign counsel, right? Prior to 2020, in 2018 or 2019, whenever the initial engagement started, and was part of that process, which by design then made you become an expert in who we are, understanding who we are, right? When the time came, I think it was an easy decision for the board at the time to say, let's now deepen our connection to Benefactor and use, this other function or this other expertise that they have as we search for the next leader of this organization. I think the highs for me are my monthly calls with Laura and Brian. I have come to depend on their counsel. And a couple of months into this role, I knew this already, but I didn't know it, if you know what I mean. Being the chief executive officer, the executive director, the leader of an organization is a very lonely job. I'm by nature somebody who needs to talk out loud, process and kind of go down rabbit holes and have, through conversations. And so having this monthly opportunity to be in conversation with Laura, with Brian, and then in some cases, other partners they bring in based on what's going on, allows me that space. Like, I have a sense as to how I should move forward, handle something, but to be able to just talk through and to hear, the wisdom from Laura, the insights that they bring, and sometimes the question they'll ask, which is a question because I'm in the weeds, right? I haven't given myself the opportunity to take a step back and think more holistically about something because I'm so, right? That has been by far for me the most valuable insight.